Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one is going to be on Johnny Knoxville, JK. So Johnny Knoxville is the Jack Friday card this year. Poster, don't find me Furpo. Anyone watching this today, happy Thanksgiving. He is a modern era chaotic trickster. He has the modern era link, gems do 5% more damage, and the standard JK gear. He is a trainer. Continuing to round out the MP reduction trainers, very niche, but also very strong. I don't think I'll use them too much. When I do, it would be on offense, not on defense. But let's see, what do we got going on? Strap. I have all heart equipped for the whole preview. When you generate 3 or more submission gems, increase your green and purple gem damage by 100% for 2 turns. All just regular Fury metals and stuff, so about 75% gem damage across the board, a little bit higher on the purple. We got 80%. Strap is nothing special, 5%. And then move damage, purple move damage 133%, well 139 with the substats, so nothing too crazy, so very achievable. I have 3 movesets. Really, it's this first one 2 different ways and then another one. It'll be pretty quick. He's super fun. Worth noting, I won't be using any of the MP steals. They are both quite good. They're 4 MP black moves. 1 steals 6 blue from each of your opponent's blues and 1 6 purple from each of your opponent's purples. The charge is really low and they steal a bunch, so potentially situationally very useful depending who you're going against. As you can run, you know, purple and blue moves quite effectively with Knoxville. So let's get out here on the road, take a look at this first set. This is my favorite, and we got right in the gutter ball. This is really fun. 10 MP finisher, deal 113k damage, make 22 traps into blue. Tiptoe toss, 7 MP blue, deal 83k damage, make 15 random gems into purple gems. The pin bar will not move. The atomic noogie, 6 MP submission, make 49 random sub gems. That's the whole board. 3 turns at 100k. Remaining sub gems turn into trap gems. If your opponent breaks them, deals 117k damage to them and you. If you break them, you steal 47k HP. Entourage, Nakamura, when he works on traps, will be amazing for this. We got Lawler for 4 more blue MP to start with the sub. We got Dawkins to make 4 more purples. We got Eddie to make 2 more purples. And then we got Lacey to buff the purple gem damage by 20%. Keep in mind, after the sub, the All Heart's going to give us 100% purple gem damage. Plus, we're going to get the damage from those traps, the health steal. So that's kind of the goal. And hopefully there's enough left to get back to the blue. All Heart for this one for sure. I feel like that's the best one. Any plate generating blue would also be helpful if you're not using the All Heart. I could see Cheap Shot as well. Knoxville doesn't really need a plate in a lot of cases. So let's turn this to 1.25. Actually, let's go 1. His animations are fun. So you're going to start off, you're going to hit the sub, in feud. It would be loaded no matter what. The whole board turns. Knoxville looks great, both the card art or poster art and in game. I think they've done a great job with him. I hope he's obtainable. I find him to be super fun. We'll talk about that more at the end, where he fits in on my roster, where I would build him. Notice the damage on this, because I'm going to do this in a different order later. So after the All Heart, we got the trap gems, we got the purple gems, blowing up a decent chunk of the board here. You can see we managed to recycle it. And we took Ivar all the way down to 2.8 million. So that's about 2 million on the cycle. And now actually, because we recycled the blue, you have options. There's a 5-match purple here and stuff. Let's just hit the finisher and make all the traps left blue and steal a bunch more health. We might take him close down to 0. This animation's fantastic, by the way. I wish it had a bowling ball, but, you know, still, the fact that it's the same is great. I love it. 1.6 million on the finisher. Also, this moveset would be amazing for boss battle, as it's going to recycle itself every time, and those purples are just going to get stronger every time. So I really like this for boss battle. Alright. And actually, let me run it one more time, because this is my favorite moveset for you guys, and this is not going to be a long preview at all. And I'll turn the animation speed up. And we'll get through it again. Start with that sub. You can see starting at 4.7 mil health. And there's a lot of room for growth on this build. Like I said, I'm not using any Fury 2s, nothing super crazy. So he's down to 4 mil when we hit this. Now he's all the way down to 2.7, so that's like 1.3. Then we can bop the finisher. Nice finisher there, 1.8 million. So really nice. That's a 3.7 million damage on that cycle with a lot of room for growth at 5-star gold. Okay. Next moveset. Same moves. We're just going to hit them in a different order. And this will also show that how much damage the all heart is, because we're going to hit them in a different order. And so the all heart won't be in play, right? So just going to change the entourage out almost completely. Doink for purple finisher. Since it's Thanksgiving, I thought, hey, I need an excuse to put the gobbledygooker on. So here's Gooker. I know I don't use him too much because he's super rare, but it's Thanksgiving, so whatever. Deal with it. And then 17k Santa, if they have max MP perks. Of course, if they don't, you don't need him. But this is just assuming they do. So let's take a look at the same moveset played differently. We're going to chuck the purple gems first because it doesn't move the pin bar. And then we'll hit the sub into the finisher, so the all heart won't be in play with the first cycle. But the first one we were hitting the finisher for about 1.7 million, 1.6 I think were the two numbers we hit. So let's see what we get here. Nice, not moving the pin bar. Now we can hit the sub. Oh, let me slow the animation. Oh, that's all the same moves. We can keep the animations fast. I really like Knoxville. Really, really like him. A ton of fun. And now let's see what we get with finisher damage. Doing this differently. All buffed up. That's a lot of traps and blues. Really nice cascade. 2.3 million down to 1.4 million total. You can see kind of a similar result. Much more rare on the trainers and stuff, but pretty similar damage result. So both ways work really well. I am inclined to like that first one, but I like the all heart skill plate. It's easier to set up, no rare trainers, more potential for growth, I feel like, than with what I showed. And great for boss battle. Now let's take a look at the last set. This one is really a defensive, more minded one. Would be difficult to go against. And let's get the stump puller, which is the other sub, in, and the kick out. And if I was running this one defensively, I would use more move damage trainers for that kick out. But because I'm running it offensively, defensively, it'll be a little bit faster having offensive-minded trainers. which is better for a preview. So that kick out, 5 MP purple, deal 489k damage and gain 978k health. Very strong kick out. The ones that say they work on health will work. Move damage will show up as changing your health. It's a visual glitch. It doesn't, but your move damage will all work on the damage on the kick out, which is really strong. So your metal is going to add a ton to it, as well as like your purple move damage guys, Hall of Fame Trish and like Big Show, I believe. But I'm not going to have those on because I'm not buffing the kick out for this. And then 7 MP sub stump puller, generate 20 random submission gems, do 105k damage for 3 turns. Remaining turn into cross break gems. This is a lot of fun combined with the don't move the pin bar, and does a lot more damage than I thought. So it's very defensive, but it can be defensive offensive too. So again, keep in mind if you wanted to buff the kick out instead of like Eddie that you're going to see here, I would run Hall of Fame Trish. And we're just going to keep Lacey on there for purple gem damage. Since we're still making 17 purples and we're blowing up the board, you could sub in 17k Santa to start with the stump puller and tiptoe toss if they had max defensive perks. Either way, your kick out is loaded, so you're fine if they pin you turn 1. So you don't need Santa. You could just eat the hit, do the kick out, which is nothing wrong with that because you do a ton of damage. In fact, that's probably how I would run them. Let's turn the animations down because we have some new stuff. We'll just go to 1. So I like using the stump puller first because purple doesn't move the pin bar, and we're going to have a bunch of cross breaks on the board. If we're really lucky, Ivar will stay alive and pin us. It feels like slow-mo after having 2 times on though, for sure, doesn't it? I really like this move. It's nifty. Ton of random gems and then don't move the pin bar. Great design on him, I feel like. So you can see we recycled, and often you'll do that. We hit for 1,000,000 damage. But I do have the all heart skill plate on. So we definitely picked up a lot of purple gem damage. And we have an open swipe. So you could also put a taker plate on, swipe black gems, and that sort of stuff. I do kind of want Ivar to pin us. You can see kick out, I'm dealing 1,000,000 damage. The health gain is wrong. Like I said, that's visual. We don't have anything buffing that. Let's see if we can get Ivar to pin us. So just for funsies here. There's the extra turn, like I said. There's this red gems. We'll take the blue. There's a nice red chunk for you, Ivar. There you go, buddy. Boom. I was gonna try to keep this preview under 15 minutes. It's gonna be really close. Okay, we saw the moves. Let's make it close. Here we go. Because I still need to talk about where he fits in on my roster. Letting Ivar pin us. Hopefully. Here we go. Really good kick out. This is going to be a super strong defensive card. And I'm actually probably going to say some controversial stuff about where I think he fits in to the meta here in a minute that I'm sure will irritate people. And this is going to finish it. Like I said, surprisingly offensive, you know, for a defensive build. It doesn't hurt that I have the all heart skill plate on for this. You could use that too. I have escape artist listed. But if you wanted to run this and be offensive at the same time, I would continue to keep the all hard on, right? Because you're generating a bunch of purples, so. But there you go. That's Knoxville. He's really good. Really, really good. And like I said, he looks great. The animations are fun. Just a really fun card. I'm a fan. I don't know how hard he's going to be, how expensive he's going to be. He's a trickster, so likely he's going to be difficult to obtain. But maybe we'll get lucky and he won't be. We did have that Cena vault one Thanksgiving. It was like 20 bucks. Everyone in the faction chipped in, 30 bucks, something like that. And everyone in your faction got Cena, and there was all the vault stuff. So we could hold out hope at something like that. Tricksters. Where does he fit in with what I have? This riddle isn't mine at 6-star. A minus 5-star bronze will go 5-star gold. Let's go to class, and then let's get to tricksters. So with what I have, I can tell you right now, the Hogan's not mine either. With what I have, he would for sure, since Bianca's already 6-star, be my top priority. I would level him above Theory for sure. And anyone else on my roster, including Riddle, because I think he's great, both defensively, offensively, really good damage. He's going to be super hard for him to lose. So I would put him at the top of everything I have. Now, as for other tricksters, personally, I find him more fun and more useful than Hollywood Hogan. I know that, or not Hollywood Hogan, the new Hogan, Ghostbuster Hogan. That probably won't be popular opinion. I think he's better, more useful. The boss battle build is great. It's just going to keep getting bigger. So there's that. He's another great chaotic guy for boss battle. I like him more than Kali. Umaga is still better in my opinion. Zombie Dragon's interesting. I don't know that I think he's better than Zombie Dragon, but really close, I would say. Because I like Zombie Dragon more than Hogan as well. So to me, I would put him top 3 trickster in the game. Umaga being 1, maybe behind Z-Dragon, really close. And then I would put Ghostbuster Hogan behind Z-Dragon and this one personally in the 4th slot, you know? So that's kind of where I think he falls in. I think he's great, super useful, super fun. Even though I only showed a few movesets, I do think he's incredibly versatile, which I put a huge value on. And there's a ton of potential to grow the damage that I showed. You can see no Fury 2s, just a 5% gem damage strap. So let me know what you think in the comments. Again, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, as that really helps me out. Other than that, thanks for watching, and good luck out there, guys.